What's going on, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? The ACMJ's Gamer here. Today we're here to talk about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Apparently, it's controversial now because Henry is in a homosexual relationship with another male, and people over in Saudi Arabia just don't like that. But also, something to do with they're angry about black characters being in the game and lectures about feminism. Now, when this came up, a lot of people were angry because they were like, it actually doesn't make sense why Henry would be in a homosexual relationship at all, considering that was not an option in the first game, and during that time in history, it wasn't really a common thing back then. So, that's it. That's the main part of the controversy. However, this got worse when the discussion board on Steam was then inundated with troll posts and hate speech because they were basically saying all of this stuff doesn't make sense, and they were right because it doesn't. And this got so bad to the point where a separate another company that is owned, or sorry, that Warhorse is owned by, decided to come out and roll out this code of conduct: zero tolerance for discrimination, which includes racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, ableism, ageism, religious discrimination, classism, colorism, body shaming, and then no hate speech or harmful ideologies. They stand against all forms of white supremacy, neo-Nazism, encouragement of violence, harassment, glorification of harmful behavior. Now, also with all of this going on over on their Steam page, their Twitter community manager, who doesn't represent Warhorse but it is a part of the same company that issued the code of conduct, started hiding replies on Twitter from people who were genuinely trying to get answers about the game, because there are a lot of people that felt just at the homosexual relationship that the game, that was enough wokeness for them to justify cancellation of their pre-orders. And one person did a whole video on it and defended, based on the fact that just because there's a homosexual relationship doesn't mean the whole game is woke. Well, the game's director came out against him and basically said that there's no evidence to support the fact that pre-orders have dropped, even though the guy was defending him. The game director just chose not to watch the video and started commenting on it without knowing the contents. That's actually stupid. Why would you do that? That makes no sense. Much like their code of conduct that they put out. So now, where people felt relatively safe with Warhorse, in particular as the studio making the game, they didn't bend or break the rules of the first game to include a diversity of cast of characters, because during that time they wanted to be historically accurate, and there weren't that many people of color in Bohemia at that time. And now allegedly there's a black person, which is a bit of diversity in the game, in the second game, because of a historical event that happens. The game director also said that there are no unskippable cutscenes in the game, and that as far as the studio knew, they haven't been banned in Saudi Arabia. But then on the flip side, you have them hiding Twitter replies or Twitter messages, and you have the Steam code being updated when people are legitimately asking questions that have yet to be answered. And you have the trust me bro on one side and order the game and you'll be fine, and then on they're doing some shady stuff. Now, I am of the personal mindset that just because there is one homosexual relationship, that the entire thing doesn't necessarily mean it's all woke. They actually came out and said that it's like half of the game, that you have to go through certain steps and make the right dialogue choices for any of that to even happen. So they kind of made it hard to go through, and I'm assuming that that's not the only romance option. I'm assuming there's a heterosexual option, maybe, possibly many, just like in the first game. and we'll see, and we'll continue from there. So there's the controversy. There's the big blow up. Um, what do you think? Put your ideas in the comments down below. Whether or not you think just because there's one homosexual relationship, I still agree it doesn't make sense. But just because it's in the game doesn't mean the entirety of the game is ruined for me. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.